Alright everybody, welcome back. We got ourselves the first half of the Team Gold P, and we're going to have a look at the team here. I have made a slight update to it, because I realised that, you know what, might need a yellow. Because the fact there's actually quite a few purples on every one of our fights. So, my initial thought would have actually been Rosie, as you see here, she is in Z tier, right here. And her thing isn't actually that bad, because she does give girls 20% and then an extra 15% by turn 2. So, it's not that bad, if I'm being completely honest. But, and obviously her Z ability is not too bad there, 28%. But Universe 2 with an extra bit of blast damage, bit iffy. Whereas at least Kayle and Caulifla, they have a wee bit extra. 30% special move gauge, literally right off the bat. You got yourself extra bit of damage, extra bit of crit rate, 5% heal, and yeah, no, the better Z ability with blast attack and defense 35%. Only reason why I'm actually going for them over Rosie, despite the fact they're an A tier, but we still have the 30% boost with my and all of our S tiers and 2 A tiers, so we should be fine enough. So that's the only thing I want to update you about. The rest of the team's still fine enough. And although, yeah, Friendship Rank, I wouldn't say it's like the best. I've got them up. I got them up enough to the point where I don't really care, but it is what it is. So yeah, we're going to get straight into this here. And our first match is going to be to our right up against a nice and easy enough free to play stage. As you see there's 2 purples, which is why I need the yellow. And yeah, no, this is why we're going to fight right here. I mean, we do have quite a lot of boost units, which is what obviously the entire team's meant to be about. But we're going to get into this here, see how this works. Let's get into it. And I am going to keep off at least the Z tier and the 1S tier, so that way we can still guarantee ourselves a nice 30% boost. Never used this team in ages, so it's going to be a fun trip. But we're going to be weary of him. He has a blast cover for somebody. I thought it was universal cover, but apparently it's a blast cover. That's my fault. But we're going to get rid of the 2 debuffers first, then get rid of the stunner. Get rid of these 2. I will say 13 actually first, before Gohan, then Tappy on the very end. So yeah, I said we get straight into this and see how this does. Okay, so starting off, Kayle could have been better. Now, there is also the caveat that we don't have a healer on the team, so it is going to be a bit of an iffy, but everyone else here can more or less heal themselves one way or another, so it's counteracts it mostly, but I would actually have said replace her with the blue Kayle from A tier, but we still did it nonetheless here, minus the fact she got absolutely blasted, but it is what it is. Moving on, next fight going to be up in front of us. Easy enough. Now this is the way we're going to fight right here. You can put actually somebody better. I'll probably actually do this here, so that way at least 21 has the possibility to get a super attack with an ultimate. So yeah, this is the way we're going to do this here. Let's get into this. Now obviously, because the fact there's a couple of yellows, you'll rather have a wee bit of extra reds. But we're getting rid of these 2 first. And also I've completely forgot who's actually going first in regards to our order. But get rid of these 2 first, because Hit's got the stun turn 2 and Kaioken's got the ultimate and the super attack on turn 2. Then we're going to get rid of this God Goku, get rid of this Frieza. This for fucking Beerus and Vegeta, can't speak. But yeah, this is the way we do this here, let's get into it. And okay, the red Mai and this blue Kayle really love taking damage. But 1.2 got the full kill nonetheless, so still going fine enough for the time being. Moving on, next fight going to be up against in front of us here, against a powerful opponent. Okay, so anyways, after doing like 2 seconds of research, turns out the sparking red Mai cannot heal herself. So yeah, no, we definitely would want to heal her. But again, this is only get tested out and we got a lot of boost, so we should still be fine enough. So yeah, let's go. And obviously, you know, give Kayle and Caulifla the assist. The super attack with ultimate. So yeah, get rid of Bojack first immediately. Then I'm going to get rid of Broly. Get rid of Slug, because he does have the green card, but I think that might be turn 1, so we can't do anything about that. Get rid of Cooler, get rid of Turles, and then get rid of Janemba, because he'll counter a Blast Arts. So let's get into this. Okay, we're still doing fine. Mai taking it still a wee bit, but it's not enough for us to worry completely yet. Until she gets to like 40%, then we need to start worrying. But still, 1.4 got the full kill, easy enough. Moving on. Next fight, 5th stage up against the future stage. Okay, so 54% of her HP doesn't exactly sound the greatest whenever it's only on the 4th fight, but it is what it is. We still can't get through this here. She is like an A tier, despite the fact she's probably the better unit on the team, but it is what it is. Let's move on. And the way we do this fight is by immediately getting rid of Mai first, because this Mai stuns us turn 3, I think. But then we're getting rid of Trunks because he's the next buffer. Then this Mai, get rid of Goku Black, get rid of Gohan, and get rid of Zamasu, because Zamasu is going to be the tankiest. Gohan does give death buffs, but we should be fine enough. So yeah, let's go. And okay, no, Mai is still fine enough. She's going fine. We're going fine enough. 1.4 full kill, easy enough. Moving on. A lot of super attacks ready, because the next fight is going to be up against the Vegeta clan. It's going to be a fun time. Okay, so we got a lot of super attacks ready. We should be all fine enough. So yeah, easily killing this team. So yeah, let's go. I know obviously the key resource speed tiles doesn't exactly help us, but it is what it is. But we're going to get rid of them first because they do have a massive board wipe buff. Then get rid of Truby afterwards because, I mean, if you're running anyone else that isn't Girl, so he's got hybrids and Saiyan buff against damaging. So yeah, next up is going to be this Bulma. I mean, if you're not honest, if you could get rid of Vegeta before turn 2 or 3, one of the two, I've already forgotten, but it's probably turn 2, then that would have been better. But it is what it is. Get rid of Trunks next, then get rid of Trunks and Mai, and then get rid of Smashing Vegeta at the very end. Might be a bit counterintuitive bringing in 2 reds, but we should be fine enough, so let's go. Okay, I didn't even need to worry about my 2 reds. What the hell happened to Kale and Caulifla? Jesus. I mean, we still did it, but okay, so my best guess is that, like, since this blue Bulma does buff only like Dragon Ball and Goku, you could leave her a wee bit later and then go for the Trunks and Mai, because apparently Jesus Christ Almighty absolutely whammed the shit out of her. Somehow she's fine enough, but that's besides the point. Let's move on. Next fight going to be up against this 5th stage. Simple enough. So we're going to keep it like this here. We're going to have it like this here because, I mean, I'd rather her not be near dead. I'm surprised she's near dead before the red Mai, consider what's happening, but this Kale here should do us fine enough considering that most of the board is a bit of red, so yeah, let's go. And the way we do this fight is by getting rid of the tag unit first. Then you get rid of FSK. Then we're going to get rid of Kefla. Then get rid of Charlotte, this Goku, and then this Vegeta. I know he's got the final explosion, so you might want to go for him later on, but we'll see what happens. We should be fine enough. Actually, no, his final explosion happens when it's 50% of his HP less, so you are safer leaving him last. So yeah, let's go. And simple enough, we've actually got our first bit of damage in this Mai, but still 1.6, got the full kill, easy enough squads for the moment being, so let's go. And I kind of wish I kept some super attacks because we're up against a hybrid stage. And yeah, this is the way we're going to fight right here. I know it's a bit counterintuitive, but the way this is going to work, right, we're going to get rid of the red first. So Kale and Caulifla should be fine enough to live this here with their wee bit of extra HP. Because, I mean, from what it says here, activates after receiving an attack. Oh, receiving an attack 50% or lower. Activates once. Okay, fun times. Okay, this is going to be a fun time here. Let's go. But I do have 21 for the cover change, so it should be fine enough. But the way we're doing this here is by getting rid of these 2 first because he's got universal cover change and I'd rather kill him before he gets an attack on. Then Ultimate Gohan. Then get rid of Bulla and then Gohan there at the end because you just have to leave him towards the end despite the fact that he is an Ultra. But we should be fine enough. If Caulifla and Kale assists die, it might put a bit of a detriment on us, but we should be okay enough for the time being to be okay with this here, so let's go. And yeah, no, we are fine enough. Mai took it a wee bit, but still got the 1.3, 1.1, got the full kill. We're doing fine enough for the moment being, so let's go. Next fight going to be up against this 5th stage, up against the free-to-play stage, which is fine enough. Yeah, no, 30% and 47% isn't exactly the greatest, but we've seen the capabilities of this Mai healing up. Like this Bulma, I mean, she doesn't actually like do anything with regards to helping her squad to heal up a bit, but I still don't know where this Mai gets her heals from. I'm actually still confused. There's nothing in her kit. I've read it about 5 times by this. And now the way we do this here is, in all honesty, you could do the same way you did before, because it worked out fine enough. Minus the fact that Mai did take a wee bit, but sure, we'll get to that point another time. We'll get rid of these 2, get rid of 13, get rid of Gohan, get rid of Tapion, usual stuff. Let's see how this works. And yep, okay, no, Kefla here took a wee bit, so does 21, but still got the full kill. Kill turn 1 tap. Don't ask me how. Actually, no, ultimates. I forgot. But 1.4, still got the full kill. Moving on. Next fight going to be up against. You could do this fight for stage, which is what we're going to do. And yeah, this is what we're going to fight right here. I know it's a bit iffy because the fact that we do have like 2 greens and 3 blues, so why you bring on blues and reds is what it is. I'd rather keep her alive because she is the Z tier boost, rather keep her alive because she's the only yellow unit on the team. And yeah, this is the way we're going to do this here. Let's get into it. And the way we do this fight is going to be slightly iffy because the fact that 13 is like the most relevant unit. This Trunks is a bit of a supporter, so we're going to have to get rid of him next. Vegeta's got to transform in state and buffs. This Goku is in all honesty still the tankiest, but these two will more than likely give you death buffs, so you have to leave them to the end. So yeah, this is where they're going to do this here. Let's get into it. Yeah, no, we're actually fine enough. 1.5 got the full kill. It is an easy enough squad. That's the only thing I will say. It is easy enough. But again, you always have to be wary. So yeah, let's keep moving. Next fight is going to be up against 450 up against the Gohan Buhan fight. And yeah, no, this is going to be the way we're going to have to do this fight right here. Why are you doing it like this here whenever you've been doing it in a box formation any other time? Well, that's because this Bulma will buff up all 4 corners. This Mai will give it to at least 3 characters, which is what you need. Despite the fact that Majin 21 does have a super attack, we can't exactly do much about that, now can we? Because we need Bulma in the middle, and I'd rather not. So yeah, let's keep going. So the way we do this fight is going to be with this Gohan. He has a cover rescue for someone. I'm not 100% too sure who it is for, but we should be fine enough. So we're going to leave him. We're going to get rid of these 3 first. 3 key characters first. Get them out of the way. Then we're going to get rid of this Gohan, then get rid of this Gohan, then get rid of Buhan because he got the bubble shield. Now obviously I'll double check to see where this Gohan does have the cover changes for, but that's besides the point, so yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so Mai's still taking a lot of damage and so did Kale. And the 21 it's a bit iffy there, but still did get the full kill. Okay, so you know what, if you were to be safer, I would say probably maybe go for him later, but again, I'll double check a few things and I'll obviously post up where he does do cover changes for. By that, I mean a big slob of text. But still okay enough. We're moving fine enough for the time being, so let's move on. Next fight, free fist stage. Same stage we faced before, it's easy enough. And yeah, this is the fight right here. I've just moved everybody, I just moved Mai and 21 over to the other end because it's going to be more or less the same thing, despite again the fact I'd rather have an ultimate sitting there ready to go, but it is what it is, let's move on. And the way we do this fight is just the same way we did before, because that worked out fairly well. So yeah, let's go. And yeah, no, we're still living here. Mai's still going 1.3 full kill. Again, it's a free fist fight, not very much to worry about. So yeah, moving on. Next fight, 450 up against whatever this thing is. I've never have given this a name. Yeah, no, we're just actually going to keep it like this here. It's not really that much different. So yeah, let's keep going. Now, there is 3 purple, so you could definitely take off 21 and put on Kale and Caulifla, but there's something called being safe. And I'm being safe at the moment, so yeah. Vegeta first, then get rid of this Trunks, then get rid of this Gogeta because he got the stun and super attack on turn 3. This Vegito, this 17, and this Omega at the very end. We should be all good. But if someone dies, then oh boy, that's not going to be good. If they die halfway through the next half, that's fine enough, I don't give a shit. But let's move on. Okay, so good. All still at the same HP, 1.6, easy kill, moving on. Final fight, boss fight. Now, you can do this here, which we've done before, but I think we did it iffy. We haven't done this here, but we understand how this works. And then there's also this one, which in all honesty, actually will say it's harder because of the fact there's 3 ultras and they're a bit iffy. So you can again do this here, or you can do this here. I'm actually going to go for this here. I'm going to actually still follow my pattern, but obviously if you were to do this here, by all means go for it. Just be wary. If you don't have a healer, if you got Kale, if you got the blue EX Kale, the base form, perfect on you, go for this fight. You're fine. You'll be grand. You have your team players already still full enough HP. But yeah, if you were to still do this here, he's got the universal cover change, kill him before turn 3, because again, transformation. And also, you could probably actually go for Ultimate Gohan, then Beast Gohan, if you have the firepower to do it. Then obviously, just do it like this here, I think might actually be the better option than what I did before with these 2 swapped about. But yeah, no, it's the only way you could probably actually get through this here. Otherwise, we're going to go for the Vegito fight. Okay, Mai sitting at 40%. You can definitely bring on the Kale and Caulifla, but with regards to the 2 purples, they're nothing. And we've seen what happened was last time. They were fine. We were fine enough, so we should be okay. The only issue is going to be the 2 blue units, which are powerful enough in their own right, so it's going to be a fun time. Now, if you are going to be, like, safe, per se, and you want to keep Mai alive, by all means, 100%, bring on the Kale and Caulifla, if you want to be safe. But I'm going to keep them on, I'm going to see how this works, and we're getting rid of these 2 immediately. Why? Because Vegeta Boy's got the blast cover change, transformation turn 3. Then we're going to get rid of him because he's got the double attack, and if he goes for anyone important, we're fucked. Then get rid of these two because they're non-issues. And then Vegito here because he's got the blast nullification, so you have to be wary of that. Let's get into this and see how this does. Okay, you know what, the fact that we lived that might took just a bit too much, but the fact that 21 came in for the save and the She got hit by a blast counter was literally the best thing that could have happened. Still got the full kill, still saved everyone. The fact that he didn't double attack, thankfully they were both on the blue Bulma, so it didn't really matter too much. It was brilliant, and also the fact that Kefla actually did take quite a bit, actually, to be fair with you, from the Super Vegeta, which we didn't want. But it is what it is, we still did it here. Nice 19.4 million, I think the most we've ever actually had on the first half, so yeah, I shall see you all in the next one.